Alright guys, today we'll be throwing this carburetor that we cleaned up all nice back into the scooter. It's just Chinese gy6 150. I'm fixing up here and hopefully I'll clean this carb, we'll get her back going. So what you do is first pop this end into that boot there, and then you gotta put on air filter and it bolts up over there. Right in that hole there, and it sits back in there, and then you gotta hook up the throttle linkage and show you guys through. Alrighty, you can see I got the car back in the boot. Now time to hook up the throttle linkage, the air filter, the electric choke, and tighten up all the screws and get her back together. For the throttle linkage, you have this little nut here, and it has to go on to that post on the throttle linkage. Crank that down, tighten her up nice and good, nice and tight. And then you gotta put this boot over, protective boot to keep weathering out of there. And then the throttle linkage goes onto the cam, throttle cam, and then we'll move on to the airbox. So you just crank up the nut for the throttle linkage. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad, but once you do that, then you can move on to the airbox. Next, what you want to do is hook up the gas line. It comes right down here from the filter and plugs into the carburetor. Right there. It's kind of hard to see. Alrighty, you can kind of see I changed the setting here. Just plug it in right there, and then next move on to the airbox. The airbox, you have to plug in this EGR thing into the airbox to recirculate some of the exhaust back into the engine, and then you're almost there. Alrighty, now the airbox is all in and we're ready to move on to electric choke. I pulled down the wiring harness here, and right here's the plug, the male end of the electric choke, and here's the female end. That just plugs right into there. If I can get it here. And click, and she's in. Now she's all ready to be started to make sure she runs better now. And if the carb cleaning don't work, then you'll have to figure out what else is wrong with it. For now, I'm going to try this. Talk to you later.